What's going on? Welcome to another special draft edition of Real Fans Real Talk. You know we had to break down the draft. Now we ain't gonna be doing the whole draft because I got to sleep. I'm tired. Eric got he worked too, and we out here working. We grinding, man. But we gonna cover a couple of these draft picks. I think we may be on here long enough for me to switch hats when it's time for Baltimore to pick. But the Giants got the sixth pick in the draft, so I had to start with the Giants colors on first. And then if we on here long enough, then I will get to the Ravens. But that's neither here nor there. Let me introduce my co-host, my brother, Eric Sanchez, aka Legend in Two Games. What's going on, man?
What's really good, bro? Man, what an exciting night if you're a sports fan. You got the NFL draft going down tonight, and you got NBA playoffs as well. So we have a lot to get into. And as you said, this is probably our fourth year, right? Since COVID year, we've been going live during the draft, giving our immediate reactions and thoughts. And this year, I'm looking forward to being able to interact with all our supporters, man.
Yes, because I think we haven't actually done that. Last year we had the shout out to the fellas. We had Will from On the Board Sports. We had Lil on from 99, not just 99 anymore, and we
hmm
had oh my goodness.
We had Nesta joined us for a little bit. So yeah, very interactive last year, and I'm looking forward to doing the same thing this year. Will Gordon will probably be joining us. I would say probably in about 30 minutes, which by then we should be to the Chargers pick or at least in that vicinity. So it will be interesting to see what his thoughts are with new head coach Harbaugh coming in. As you mentioned, the Giants at 6, the Colts right now at 15. Though there have been rumors that the Giants and Colts have been talking about possible trades in either direction. I
Yeah,
sent you the post the other day, Trip. The Giants are really high on a specific quarterback in this draft, so they flirted with the idea of probably going up to number 4. There's been talks about the Colts trying to get up to number 8, where the Bears have that second pick because the Bears are trying to target. I mean, the Colts are trying to target a receiver or Brock Bowers, who I would love for us to get. But we know you got to get into the top 10 to get Brock Bowers because the flirting is out there that the Jets are going to take Brock if he's there at 10.
yeah, but if I'm the Giants, I'm not trading up unless I'm getting one of the big three quarterbacks. No disrespect to JJ
Fair.
McCarthy, Bo Nix, and anybody else that's in them quarterback spots. But if it ain't one of the big three, if it ain't Drake May, Jaden Daniel, and we know they're gonna be Caleb Williams because they ain't trading up to number 1 pick. If it ain't one of those three, I'm good. Keep it. We got number 6. I think we can at least get Malik Neighbors out of LSU. So you know what I'm saying? Don't waste a bunch of draft capital on trying to get a second tier quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, they might prove me wrong, but I'm just saying. But that's if we just base it off of projections and what they've done so far. If I'm the Giants, I'm not trading up unless I'm getting one of the big three.
I agree with you, and I also think if you're the Giants, you have a lot of holes to fill on this team.
Hmm.
You don't have the weapons offensively. You don't really have the receivers. You don't have the running back losing Saquon. You still need work on the O line. The defense is developing. I know 2 years ago you guys spent draft capital on some corners. Obviously, you add Brian Burns to go with Thibodeau. So there's some pieces on the defensive end. But if you're the Giants and you're trying to fill out that roster, I wouldn't jump up so quick to take a quarterback, like you said, unless he's a true difference maker. If he's not a true difference maker, I say continue to build the talent on that roster, and then you'll figure out the quarterback position later on. I always say this: look at the whole city tonight. Detroit, I think, has done it the best over the last few years. When everyone thought they was going to go draft a quarterback after they traded for Jared Goff, they said no, we're going to fill out the rest of the roster. And now they've got star-studded talent at running back. They got star-studded talent at receiver. They just re-signed their left tackle who they drafted a few years ago. Now they have all the weapons. And if Jared Goff isn't the guy, then you find the guy later on. But I think it's a lot easier to fill out the roster and then get the quarterback.
Yeah, so we don't want to be wasting a bunch of picks because it's gonna cost to jump up like
Yeah.
that. So no, I think if you're the New York Giants, obviously wide receiver is a spot that we need to fill. You know what I mean? And I would love to have Marvin Harrison Jr., but he's not going to be around at the 6th overall pick. Nor would I say let's trade up to get Marvin Harrison Jr. when I feel like Malik Neighbors is going to be a top wide receiver in this league. So if you keep your pick at number 6, you draft Malik Neighbors. Now you got a wide receiver. You know, we can figure out the quarterback position next year because we're still kind of in that rebuild mode right now. You know what I mean? Especially not having Saquon anymore. We're pretty much, we're still in rebuild mode. I do love the addition of Brian Burns on that defensive line. I think him and Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be a beastly combination. But yeah, we have a lot of holes to fill, and trading up and wasting a bunch of draft picks on a quarterback that's not right now one of them ones. It just doesn't make sense to me. Go with Malik Neighbors. All right, looks like that first pick is officially in. And I mean, I don't think anybody is shocked with that pick. Everybody knows Caleb Williams is going to be a Chicago Bear. Once the Bears traded Justin Fields, we knew it was over for that ball. And Make Way is a new sheriff in town, and he's going to have some really good wide receivers, a good running back. To he's got some weapons going into the Chicago Bears rookie season.
Absolutely. Caleb Williams, we already knew if for whatever reason he did not go number one, he damn sure was going number two. So he wasn't going to be in that green room for very long. But in terms of a landing spot, I think this is probably as good as it gets for a rookie quarterback because, you got the receivers already in place. You got a solid running game in place. Now you bring in the young quarterback who everyone projects and says he has Aaron Rodgers type ability, Patrick Mahomes type ability. So you go there, everything's in place for you to succeed. I think for the Bears, this was a must-have. You had to take Caleb Williams. They've passed on some great quarterbacks in the past, most notably when they took Mitchell Trubisky, when they could have taken Deshaun Watson or Patrick Mahomes. So now at number one, though I'm still very high on Justin Fields, and I think you are too, Trip, this was the move you had to make. You had to take the guy who's probably been the highest rated quarterback coming out of college since Andrew Luck. That's really what the talk has been lately. So you got to take him.
Now let me ask you this, because if I'm the Bears GM, before I thought about trading Justin Fields, I might have thought about trading that number one pick first and trading back, drafting Marvin Harrison Jr., and they may be picking up another offensive line, one of those offensive linemen that are going to come up as well, because I like what I saw from Justin Fields this past season and a half. All right,
I agree.
We know the Bears' offensive line did need to improve, but you brought over DJ Moore this past season. Now you got Keenan Allen over there. You DeAndre Swift. I think that's enough. If you're telling me you're going to add Marvin Harrison Jr. and one of the top offensive linemen in this draft, I think the Bears, come out on top either way. I love Caleb Williams, so I'm never going to say don't draft the franchise quarterback if you have the number one overall pick in the draft, but I may have sat in that boardroom a little bit longer and thought about that decision, because without having to, we could have got more draft capital, because now we could have got another number one draft pick from next season, plus a couple of other picks, and we still have Justin Fields. But if you're telling me you're gonna put, you could put Derek Carr or any one of the bottom tier quarterbacks in a Chicago situation, if you're telling me you got DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, Marvin Harrison Jr., and DeAndre Swift, and they're going to make some things happen.
You could have gone that way, but I think there's a couple things to consider here. The first being Justin Fields was going into the fourth year of his deal. And a decision was going to have to be made on whether you pick up the fifth year option and then potentially the long-term deal. And so for the Bears, this was an opportunity to kind of reset the clock on the quarterback position and not have to worry about paying big money to the quarterback position. Trip, the Giants were in this position, not this past season, but the previous season, when Daniel Jones was in his fifth year. He balls out and then he gets this crazy contract. And then the Giants were kind of stuck in no man's land, because it was either we're going to pay the guy who led us to the playoffs and won a playoff game, or we're going to have to start the search all over again. And so the Giants chose to pay Daniel Jones. You and I didn't like it at the time, but it was a situation that they put themselves in and they had to do it. The Bears did not want to put themselves in that predicament of having to pay Justin Fields big money based off of possibly only one good year of production. This now let's reset the clock. Caleb Williams is going to be on a rookie deal for at least 4 years, and now they've allocated those funds other areas, as you mentioned, DeAndre Swift, DJ Moore, Keenan Allen now coming in. Now they still have another top 10 pick. You can go get an offensive lineman and build that part of it up as well. So I think that was one aspect of it. Also, the GM, this regime that's there in the front office wasn't part of the regime that drafted Justin Fields. So he was going to have to really wow them to keep that spot.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're going to move on. And then, as I mentioned earlier, you cannot forget the Bears have a tortured history at quarterback. They have never had a great quarterback in the history of that franchise. And so when you look back at previous misses on drafts and you say we had opportunities, again, they could have taken Patrick Mahomes and they didn't. They could have taken Deshaun Watson and they didn't. So they missed out on some guys. Even the Justin Fields draft, they kind of missed out because they had opportunities in other areas. That's the same draft that produced Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they had to take the guy, again, who by most people's accounts is considered the most sure thing coming out of college since Andrew Luck. And when you start throwing that type of terminology around, and when the people who really analyze this 24 hours a day, when they say this kid is can't miss, when they're saying he's projected to be an Aaron Rodgers type quarterback, who Aaron Rodgers, by the way, tormented the Bears all those years he was in Green Bay. When they say he's a Patrick Mahomes type quarterback, you just can't pass on.
Yeah. Yeah, listen, I want to see this kid play. I'm looking forward to it. Big shout out to everybody right now. I see y'all starting to join up. Drop them comments, man. Let us know what's up. Shout out to Cliff. I see you on the Facebook, man. Shout out to Mario Edwards on the Facebook as well. On the check-in, Washington is on deck. The Commanders that's down in your area now. Actually, you and Cliff is down in that area now. Where does Washington go? Is it Drake May or Jaden Daniels?
I think Jaden Daniels has the higher ceiling. Correction. I think Jaden Daniels is the more modern quarterback. I think Drake May could have the higher ceiling just because of the arm strength and what he can do on the football field. And he's no slouch. He can move as well. The one, I think Jaden Daniels might be the pick. But what scares me the most about Jaden Daniels is he played with pro-style receivers right out the gate. He'll come into a Washington situation where talent-wise they don't match up with the rest of the league. Drake May, I know it's a bit of a reach, but I just think the raw talent there might be too much for DC to pass up on. I would take Drake May. No disrespect to Jaden Daniels. I would take Drake May. He's younger, bigger arm, and I think he has probably a little bit more potential long-term than Jaden Daniels.
Well, either one of these quarterbacks is going into a situation where they ain't gonna have no weapons. So it's gonna be a long
right.
season for whoever goes to Washington. So maybe you should probably be on the side of I don't want to get drafted by Washington because I don't want to go into a situation like we saw with Bryce Young this past season in Carolina, where there was just no help for you.
And the Commanders have already flirted with the idea of trading Terry McLaurin.
Yeah. So
there's been speculation of that as well. So as you mentioned, similar to Bryce Young, when he loses DJ Moore, imagine you get drafted to the Commanders, then you find out the best receiver gets traded.
It's gone. Yeah. and we already didn't have much of anything as is. So man, that's a tough one for either one of these kids. But the pick is in. So let's see who is going to be in your area, Eric.
Let's see. It's Jaden Daniels.
There we go.
It'll be interesting to see how they utilize him. Again, the kid's got skills. I'm not saying he doesn't. It's a tough situation to come into. It's a very tough situation. Shout out to Gary in the check-in. I see you.
Let me throw this comment up on the screen. Gary Blankenship says, I'm just wondering if the Vikings going to try to trade up or stay at 11 and see if they snag Penix or JJ. Well, first of all, neither one of them should be drafted before number 11 anyway, so they should be able to just stay where the heck they at and draft either one of those guys. But, you know what I'm saying, there's no more Kirk Cousins. You have to do something because you have two premier wide receivers in Minnesota, and they will both leave your ass if you do not have a good quarterback. So they may need to trade up for one of these two just to kind of lock the situation in. If I was them, I'd be trying to talk to New England and see if they'd be willing to move off that third pick and see what it was to get that third pick. Because I'm not putting up for one of them two guys.
This is where the draft starts to get interesting because there's been a lot of speculation that the Patriots are more than willing to trade back and collect more draft capital. For the Patriots, it's going to be very interesting because for so long, Bill Belichick controlled the draft for them. And so now this might be an opportunity for them to say, let's stockpile a lot of assets moving forward. We know it's going to be a rebuild. Even if they were to take Drake May or JJ McCarthy here at number 3, it's still going to be a rebuild. So you maybe trade back, get more draft capital, acquire more young talent, and really turn this into a 2 or 3 year project for Gerard Mayo. For the Vikings, though, I think Michael Penix makes perfect sense for the Vikings. He will be there at number 11, as you mentioned. Big arm quarterback for those speed receivers and Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. He would make perfect sense for them there. You just wonder if 11 is too high, if maybe they move back a little bit and still try to get him.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of skill set, Michael Penix makes perfect sense for the Vikings.
Listen, Gary, I'm gonna ask you to keep your negative energy to yourself right now. The Giants will not be drafting no QB in this draft. All right. No, we ain't looking at nobody. We ain't looking at quarterbacks. You get that out your mind right now, man. All right. We ain't drafting no quarterbacks. We are drafting Malik Neighbors. That is the New York Giants pick. Matter of fact, where's the bat phone at? Let me put a call in. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a call into Brian Daboll and make sure he knows what we're doing right now. Because drafting a quarterback, and now that Jaden Daniels is off the board, if you ain't trading up with the Patriots and taking Drake May, you sit back and you draft Malik Neighbors at the number 6 overall pick because ain't nobody else in this draft worth trading up for. So leave it alone, Giants. Do the right thing.
Let me ask you though, if by chance Neighbors and Harrison are off the board, do you take Rome Odunze from Washington, or would you prefer to trade back? Because from Rome is nice. I've seen him obviously, and if of course he had the opportunity to play with Michael Penix, who's probably also going to be a first round pick. And there's been a lot of talk that all three of these receivers are top tier, receivers. Do you want Rome, or would you prefer to trade back and maybe collect more draft capital and still target someone later on?
At that point, if Malik Neighbors is not available, then I would take one of the 2 offensive linemen that are there at that position, or I wouldn't mind trading back, as well, depending on what we could get, because I really obviously. I mean, we ain't getting Marvin Harrison Jr. He's just not going to fall to us. I highly doubt that.
It'll get interesting. I'm telling you, man, it could get very interesting here, Trip, because there's been a lot of speculation that the Cardinals are willing to listen to trades. There's been a speculation that the Chargers are willing to listen to trades.
Yeah.
And
when that Patriots pick is in, so I think they probably took Drake May. So
they moved pretty quick there, right? They didn't let that 10 minutes go off the board.
Unless they took Marvin Harrison Jr., it wouldn't make sense for them to take Marvin Harrison Jr. right now because there's no one to throw to Marvin Harrison Jr. I think for them, it's more important that they draft their quarterback of the future.
Mm-hmm.
Let me throw up Gary's comment. Not being biased because I'm a Duck, but I think Bo Nix is going to make a team very happy. I believe he's prepped and ready for this, and I think he's going to prove people wrong. Listen, I hope so, but I just hope he ain't proving them wrong with the New York Giants. Okay, because I'm not trading up to get him. Actually, we don't have to trade up to get him because I'm sure he'd be there. We could trade back to get him. Actually,
yeah. Bo Nix, I think you can trade back into the late teens, probably even to the 20s, and still get him. No, and that's no disrespect against Bo Nix. It's just where teams are picking. Because I think once you get past number 7, the need for a quarterback really isn't there. So yeah. Bo Nix will be there. But I will say this, and this is no knock against Bo Nix. I would hope he's prepared. He only played in college for almost 6 years. No, that's a fact. Bo Nix was in college so long. Him and Justin Herbert played against each other in college, and Justin Herbert's been in the league for 4 years now. Yeah. So I would hope that Bo Nix is prepared for the next level. If I'm the Giants, I'm not taking Bo Nix. As I mentioned, I think if I'm the Giants, the best case scenario is to continue to load up more assets. Don't force the quarterback position. Don't force that yet. Go get the other pieces you need because you need a lot of pieces on offense. That old line is still shaky. You still need a running game. You definitely need receivers. You could use a tight end because Darren Waller did not play well last year. Drake May goes third to the Patriots.
So it looks like because you want to talk about trading back. I'll trade back and get Brock Bowers. I would do that.
You got to stay in the top 10.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make that trade, you got to stay in the top 10 because I don't think Brock Bowers is going out of the top 10.
Yeah, up and there it is. Drake May is going to the Patriots. All right, the big 3 are off the board with the first 3 picks in the draft. So now it's going to get interesting because
disregard everything I said. Now the draft begins. Now, Trip. Now because now the big 3 quarterbacks are off the board. Now, do the Cardinals do the right thing? Because if Kyler Murray's your guy, How do you not take right? How do you not take Marvin?
If you are the Arizona Cardinals and you already have Kyler Murray, it's not a situation where it's like, all right, well, it's a Mac Jones situation where it's just like it ain't gonna happen. Or it's a Kenny Pickett situation where it's like this just ain't gonna happen. No,
You got Kyler.
You know Kyler Murray is nice. He just has to stay healthy, and that's also you guys got to work on that offensive line so you can protect him a little bit better. But if you have a chance to get a game-changing, franchise-changing wide receiver like Marvin Harrison to go with your young quarterback and Kyler Murray, you better take it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sure Will wants them to mess this pickup so Marvin Harrison Jr. could be available for the Chargers, but I don't see it happening. Now, if I was the Giants, I'd have tried to trade up with the Cardinals to get Marvin Harrison.
Well, listen, that's not off the board. Right now, that's not a reach to say, hey, we're going to go from number 6 to number 4.
Yeah, and
you can do it.
Yeah, and it wouldn't cost you as much as trying to jump to the 3rd pick to draft one of those quarterbacks. And again, I'm someone who is of the belief that Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best player in this draft. You can argue with me, argue, all day and all night. My personal opinion is the best player in this draft is Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, obviously, teams have need at the quarterback position. And that's all well and good. Much respect to the big 3. I am still of the belief that Marvin Harrison Jr. is the best player in this draft.
I say Marvin Harrison Jr. may be the best player in this draft. I think he's the most prepared player in this draft. He's been a surefire top 5 pick since he was a freshman in college. He's handled double and triple teams and still produced. He's a legacy kid as well because his father, as a Hall of Fame receiver, prepared him for these moments. So I think he is, your
hat right there, that Colt symbol.
His dad prepared him for the moment. So I think that he is the most pro-ready guy. Again, the 3 receivers, we talk about the big 3 quarterbacks. We got a big 3 at receivers because all 3 of those guys are projected to be Pro Bowl caliber receivers throughout their career. So I think you take Marvin if you're Arizona, but if you're the Giants, I wouldn't blame you for moving up 2 spots to get him. I wouldn't blame any team. If the Jets threw a bunch of picks at Arizona and say, hey, let us move up and try to pair up the Ohio State guys with Marvin Harrison and Garrett Wilson, and Aaron Rodgers, I wouldn't be mad at that either. So I think Marvin it should be the pick here. But again, this way gets tricky because sometimes people fall in love with particular players and maybe somebody wants JJ that bad that they're willing to move up.
Listen, Giants, if you're listening, if y'all want to go ahead and move up, nobody's gonna be mad. And nobody. In fact, we'd be happy if y'all want to move up and go to Marvin Harrison Jr.
I got my iPad on mute, so I can't hear what Adam Schefter's talking about. But it does sound like Arizona is entertaining trades at this spot.
Hopefully,
the pick just came in. Gary, I'm the same way. I'm flipping back and forth between the Knick game. I got the Knick game in the background of my laptop right here on my MacBook as we're recording, and then I got the draft over here on the iPad.
Eric, I got about 5 tabs open right now. Bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, we trying to get there's a lot of sports going on tonight. Matter of fact, I think aren't the Rangers playing right now too?
No, the Rangers back on tomorrow.
Okay, all right. Because I've seen the game. It says 7:00, so that's tomorrow or 7. All right. So we got a lot going on right now in the sports world. Oh man, yeah, this is gonna get interesting. I'm really interested in seeing what happens with this 4th overall. Oh wait, the pick is in.
Yeah, the pick is in.
If there's anybody but Marvin Harrison Jr., I'm gonna have a long talk with the staff over there when I come down for my next visit, man.
I'm be honest, it might be a trade though, because it says the pick is in, but no, the commissioner has not come to the podium yet. So they might be finalizing the details of the trade.
So send him to New York. Send him to New York, man. He seemed like he'd fit in New York. You see, he got the swag, right? You know what I'm saying? He got the New York swag, all right?
I mean, he was out there. What watch he played in? Remember, he played in the designer watch in one of the games.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That's New York though.
Yeah.
Come on. All right, we are. Listen, I hope it's the Giants. If somebody did make that trade, I hope it's the Giants. Because
I'm gonna turn my volume up there to see. Let's see what it is.
With the 4th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Arizona Cardinals select Marvin Harrison
There you go.
Jr.
Okay, they did what they were supposed to do.
That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do.
I'm not mad at that. Will, wherever you are, all right, just be safe. I know.
Well, hold on, no Trip. Don't get too excited because now the Chargers could take Neighbors.
They could take Neighbors, or they could trade back.
They could trade back. Now it all depends on how they have it rated. This is why I love the draft, because you start to learn about teams and who they had draft rated higher. It could be Rome out of Washington. It could be Neighbors out of LSU.
Yeah.
The Chargers still need a receiver though. Mike Williams, yeah. Shout out to Gary. He worked with Will, so he know. And Will's supposed to be joining us. Like I said, we were hoping to get Will on the live before the Chargers pick.
Yeah, we needed him on here for that.
Yeah. So Will, if you're ready, bro, just tap in. We sent you the link. But the Chargers, they lose Keenan Allen, they lose Mike Williams, they lose Austin Eckler. So they need.
Or they just like let him go, because that was just crazy.
I mean,
they gave up. Like, what happened?
A fumble is a loss, right? You fumble, it's still a loss. Like,
they definitely fucked bad because they gave up their whole offense.
That's about, I would say, easily 90% of their production offensively.
Yeah.
So you need offensive weapons. You wonder if Harbaugh is ready. Shout out to Ryan. You wonder if Harbaugh
is ready.
You wonder if Harbaugh wants to go offense. You wonder if he wants to possibly go defense, so it's a little high to take a defensive player. Or do you wonder if he trades back? Harbaugh has job security. He doesn't have to make a pick right now. He can trade back and get more draft capital. And I'm going on the record. I don't know if this pick is going to happen tonight. I have a feeling this is a pick for tomorrow. The running back for Michigan, Blake Corum, is going to be a Charger. He makes too much sense for what Harbaugh loves to do. Blake Corum, and they have a void at running back. Now, you wouldn't take him at number 5, but I would not be surprised if they have a late first-round pick that they acquired through trade or early second-round pick where Blake Corum is the pick for Harbaugh.
Well, if the Chargers do decide to go defense, Dallas Turner is there, roll tide, out of Alabama. So you know what I'm saying? So that pick is there, and then you got a couple of good offensive linemen there. I'm sure they could definitely use some fresh O linemen in San Diego, because you know the way these guys getting injured, they need some protection. So I don't know if I'm the Chargers right now. Do I take the wide receiver now, or do I?
I don't think they will.
On?
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I think we luck up and get Malik Neighbors. I think they do wind up picking offensive linemen, because you got Joe out there who's available right now. So you know what I mean? Like I think for the Chargers, he makes sense because they have to protect their quarterback. At this point, you got rid of everybody else and said we're betting on the quarterback, so then you have to protect him. You can get wide receivers, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, wide receivers come along a lot quicker than really good offensive linemen. So you can find somebody out there to play wide receiver, but they are going to need somebody to protect their quarterback. And you know the problem that you mentioned earlier with Justin Fields, when them contracts come up, guys got to be let go.
Yeah, I don't think they take the receiver here. I actually think they trade out of this spot. They are a team that has a lot of cap issues. They went all in 2 years ago. They made all them signings, brought in Khalil Mack. They brought in J.C. Jackson, who they had to end up cutting. Derwin James got his new deal that time. You see the receivers already gone.
Yeah.
They're in a situation because Herbert, his new money is already kicked in. They got to make some tough choices with that roster. And to me, what makes the most sense is to trade back, acquire more draft capital, get more quote-unquote cheap young talent, as opposed to making this pick. Because like you said, Harrison is off the board already. Harrison was the number 1 receiver. Harrison would have made the most sense for them. But now that he's off the board, you get a team that's desperate for a quarterback, and you get a team that's desperate to move up. And I think you make something happen here.
Here's the thing. Okay, who do you really need to trade up for a quarterback now? Because we know the Chargers aren't taking a quarterback. All right. We know the Giants are not taking the quarterback at this.
Don't say that.
I don't want to say
that. Right.
Well, yeah, because they might mess us up.
They could. That's why I say you trade up, because if there's a team that needs to get in front of the Giants, this is the point that you do it.
Now maybe the Titans may take a quarterback.
Nah, they got Will Levis. They're good. The team to pay attention to is the Raiders. Raiders may make the trade. The Raiders signed Gardner Minshew this offseason. Gardner Minshew is a stopgap. He's not the long-term solution there. If they're high on JJ McCarthy, they make the move there. Right. Update on the Knicks. Last time I saw the Knicks was up 2.
Yeah, because if you're the Raiders, this is actually your chance to move up because you don't want to take the chance of the Vikings of JJ McCarthy
Exactly.
falling
Thank
to
you.
Vikings. So you make that move, you trade up.
Right.
Go
You
ahead,
got Amani be on her bullshit, but we love you, Amani. You got, like I said, you got the Vikings, you got the Broncos, you got the Raiders. That's 11, 12, and 13 within this draft. All 3 of those teams need a quarterback. Don't get it confused. Zach Wilson is not the long-term answer in Denver. Gardner Minshew is not the long-term answer in Vegas. And then we know Sam Darnold is not any answer in Minnesota. So any one of those 3 teams could be looking to move up and make it happen. The Knicks just went up 3, by the way, Gary. Jalen Brunson got 17 in the first half. The Knicks up 3 with 3:20 to go.
I'm throwing Imani's comment up here because I know she just wanted to check in with us because she already told me she ain't the biggest NFL fan. So I just want to shout her out really quick. Big shout out to Imani. She's one of our biggest supporters. She's always on the check in with us. So much love to you, Imani. Thank you for popping in. We're gonna see you back this weekend. We're gonna get back to it this weekend. We got a lot to talk about. We gotta talk about the ladies because I called, since we was at, y'all we was at the fight this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I called over to the Barclays Center because I wanted to, see what's up because I want to go check the ladies out this season. I wanted to go see the Liberty play, Chicago. I want to see Angel Reese, play. When they come to Brooklyn. The plug told me the courtside is already sold out.
See, shout out to the plug, but I'm gonna give you a solution. What you got to do is come down to DC because there's a lot of good cheap tickets right behind the bench. I trust me, I already looked. There's a lot of good tickets right behind the bench. So I'm thinking about pulling up with Angel and Cardoso come. I'm thinking about pulling up with Caitlin Clark come, and I'm thinking about pulling up when the Liberty come. I'm gonna try to get out to 3 women's games this year.
Yeah, that's the update score on the Knicks. Shout out to Gary for that. Appreciate you.
Right now it's 3:07 to go. Knicks up 1 in the first half.
Yeah, and listen, shout out to everybody, all the supporters. Y'all keep them comments coming in. If you're on the live right now, man, make sure if you're on that YouTube, make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, man. If you haven't already, all right, click the notification bell and all that stuff. Keep locked in with us, man, because we got a lot of stuff that's gonna be coming up. We got some big things in the works, all right. So big shout out to all of you guys. Ryan says, who do you want the Giants to get? I said earlier, but I will say it again. I want Malik Neighbors in a Giants uniform. We need that. We haven't had one of them ones at the wide receiver position probably since Odell was here. All right. So I would like to see Malik Neighbors in a Giants uniform this coming season. So that's my pick. Okay, that's the update on the Knicks game. 3:40 left in the second.
It's a little less than that.
Okay.
Knicks up 1. Knicks up 1 with 2:20 to go.
You see that score?
What?
Orlando's,
yeah. Orlando's is going crazy in that game. They're getting themselves back in the series.
Is Paolo playing?
Paolo should be playing.
Because I know he got carted off. I got. Let me see.
No, that was the other night, but he came back. He came back and played.
All right, good. Well,
they have 35 right now.
Paolo going off. Paolo got 31 and 14. Blue Devils, baby.
Yeah, Paolo going crazy. And Jalen Suggs got 24 tonight too. The young boys are showing out. The pick is in on the Chargers. Let's see what that is.
Okay, let's go back over to the draft tab. There's a lot going on right now. Yep, you're right. Gary Brunson is a dog. He should make. I believe Jalen Brunson should be on the first team All NBA, but I feel like they might slight him, but no lower than the second team All NBA.
So the Chargers. Hold on, the Chargers took Joe Alt.
But come on,
number 5.
Come on, I said that you got to put quarterback.
And Harbaugh loves to run the ball. He loves to win in the trenches.
Okay,
this pick makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested to find out from Adam Schefter and the guys on the real inside of the conversations if there was an opportunity to trade back, because I think you could have traded back and still took Joe Alt. And no disrespect to Joe Alt, but I think you could have traded back and still got him. Yeah. Now the question becomes for the Giants. Is it going to be Neighbors? Is it going to be JJ McCarthy? I agree with you, Trip. To me, it should either be Neighbors or it should be Rome. It should be the receivers. One of the receivers.
We got Giants. Listen, please don't mess this up. We trying to support y'all still. Please don't mess this up, Giants. We need y'all to make the right decision. I don't know who this kid is right here, but he's not. Oh, that's Joel right there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm about to say because he ain't coming to the Giants, whoever that is. We don't. Okay. Oh, who's that? His father was.
His pops played in the league with the Chiefs.
21st overall. Okay. Yeah. Another legacy kid right there.
Look who showed up. Look who's showing up right here.
Oh. What it do?
Oh, it's the family man. He got the kids with him. What's up, guys?
I need them with me to soothe me.
Y'all got
you good.
What? Y'all got the best on the draft, Will?
What? A tackle?
Y'all need it. Y'all gotta protect y'all quarterback. Okay?
It's the right pick, Will. It's the right pick.
He's the only thing y'all got left. You gotta protect him.
Why y'all being camera hogs right now? Back up. Say hi to Eric and Trip.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
How y'all doing?
We're doing good.
I'm not.
Really?
They good, but I'm not.
Yeah, we want to see all the trauma.
You want to see all the drama?
They gotta make sure
listen.
y'all didn't get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yo, I mean, if we didn't get Marvin, okay, fine. But at least give me my neighbors. Yeah. At least won't you be my neighbors?
Well, hold on, Will. You know that Harbaugh style is to like kind of win within the trenches and be able to run the ball. So you had to get some sort of O-line protection. And no disrespect to taking Neighbors, but this is a receiver deep draft. So you can always get a receiver later on in the draft.
Yeah.
Right now, I think you taking the left tackle is a good move. It is not a sexy pick, but it's the right move.
It's not sexy at all. And at 5, I want sexy. I want my nipples hard at 5.
Whoa.
Sorry, kids. Don't listen to me, kids. Don't listen to me.
Oh man,
Don't listen to me.
Earmuffs, guys. Earmuffs.
Yeah. That ain't what I want at 5. I wanted anything but a tackle at 5 because I could come back probably in the second round and grab a tackle.
Right, but let me ask you a question.
Joel is you guys got everything else, so you need to protect your quarterback. That's all you have left, realistically.
It's true. I mean, yeah, it's smart. We do need to protect our quarterback. Cincinnati is going through. Hey, chill out. Cincinnati is going through the pains of not protecting their quarterback.
Right.
Yep.
So I mean,
Cincinnati. I seen he was requesting a trade, so you can still get a.
Well, come holler at me, T. Come holler at me. We got room.
Yeah.
What we doing here, guys?
Here's the thing, but Will, you can find skill position talent in the second and third round.
True. I know it, but I wanted to make a splash, especially after you got rid of. Y'all do know that the only starters returning from the 2023 Chargers on offense, on the offensive line and quarterback.
Yeah.
All my receivers, both my receivers are gone, both my tight ends are gone, and my running backs gone. So I wanted to make a splash.
Yeah, but that's more about the cap situation.
Not so much though, because I still need to know why Keenan Allen got traded. Because once they restructured Joey Bosa and once they restructured Khalil Mack, which cleared like 30-some million in cap space, it made no sense to me for them to get rid of Keenan. Now they asked Keenan to take a pay cut and defer his money to like later years when he was coming off. I think he played 12, 13 games last year, 1,200 yards, 100 some receptions and double-digit touchdowns. So why would he do that and limit? Why would he do that? That was horrible. I'm not mad at him for saying no to a pay cut. I'm mad at the new brass treating him like that. And Keenan Allen, He's number 2 in every single receiving stat in Chargers history, and he should have been a Charger for life just to be number 1 in all of that.
Oh,
And this is when the NFL is a business, what they say or whatever. And that's when I hate the business of the NFL.
Yeah,
hey, it happens that way sometimes. Trip, I want to congratulate you. You got your man.
you see me dancing around. You see me doing all of this.
Yeah.
Oh, who y'all get? My bad. I was on my rant. Who you get? Who you get, Trip?
They got Malik Neighbors.
He ready for New York.
Oh, no.
See, he got glasses on inside. He looked like a New Yorker. New Yorkers the only ones that wear sunglasses inside the club.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Man, I wear sunglasses in Walmart, so I don't know. I might be a different breed. Yo, y'all got neighbors? Of course, I gotta be on with Trip when he got my plan B.
Malik
foul.
Neighbors to New York. I think it's a solid move, very solid move. Like I said, I was on the thinking of the Giants to trade back and acquire more assets, but I'm all for it. They get Malik, and again, it showed who they have rated higher on their draft board.
Yeah,
because a lot of people were debating between him and Rome. They had Malik. I'm all for it, man. You got.
I'm bitter. Listen, I can't even front. I'm so bitter right now.
Well, my second pick was Malik Neighbors to come in. We need another big play wide receiver. We haven't had that in a while. Obviously, Daniel Jones is one of the shakiest damn quarterbacks out there, so I don't know what we're going to do.
What is this crazy thing? Listen to Trip. He's spitting knowledge. Trip's spitting knowledge. Chill out.
Listen, you get a guy who comes in who right away is going to be an impact player. Last time y'all drafted somebody out of LSU, I believe it was Odell, right? Last time y'all took a LSU receiver. Yeah, that worked out really well for you guys.
That worked out. Hold on, can we get with my camera? Can we, the one hand? You got that?
Yeah. So
shout out to Hoop Baller Scoop. What's hood fellas just chilling watching this draft. I just seen Orlando up 161 on the Cavs.
Orlando's killing them.
OG Will, what up?
Hey, what up, Hope? What up with you, man? You know I rock with you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm over here hurt, Scoop. I need. I don't know, man. I need a care package or something because I'm hurt right now. I'm hurt.
We're twitching.
Not only did I lose out on my receiver, I didn't even get my plan B receiver. Trip got my plan B. So he gonna hold that over every touchdown he catch next year, he's gonna be hollering at me.
Hold on, let me get Will's thoughts on this though. Will, let me ask you, right? We were talking about Caleb Williams. He coming into Chicago, he got a lot of weapons already.
Yeah.
The way the draft is shaping out at number 9, Chicago could take Brock Bowers as well. What you think
about the tight end that we should have took at 5 probably. Instead of taking a daggone tackle. Dude, we could have took a tackle in the second round. I'm positive of that.
I
want him to go to the Jets, Brock, but the Bears take Brock. That's a big move for them.
I'm just saying because I think Tennessee and Atlanta at 7 and 8 are going to go defense, and so I think Brock will be sitting there.
I'm so sick right now. I don't even know.
This past Sunday with the Facebook Live is back working now though, so we all good. I was trying to fix it while we was on the air, but this was not happening. So we back though. Everything is good now. So don't shout out to people. Stay on the check in with us.
Hey fella, so I don't even know like the ins and outs of the StreamYard. Can I sign off and then join you guys in a few minutes?
Yeah, if you sign off, it's fine. Just watch on
because I gotta get these youngers in bed. You know what I'm saying, bro? I gotta get them in bed.
Listen, hold on.
And that also gives time for Pooh to check in. Where she at tonight?
Pooh, where you at?
I don't see Pooh in the room. Like, hey,
the ladies. They went to
yeah, we're Saturday Night Live.
Hey,
go ahead and take care of the real stars of the show. Those are the real stars of the show.
Yeah. They signing out. Say goodnight to Trip and Eric.
Good night, guys. Have a good night. Have a great day at school tomorrow.
Thursday Night Live. That's right. Push the brand.
We're perfect right here where we are.
All right, boys. I'll get with y'all here in a few.
All right.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, look at me.
Yeah, man.
Will wasn't feeling Joe Alt. He wasn't feeling Joe Alt to the Chargers.
Not at all. I didn't think he was.
It's all right.
I'm just glad everything worked out.
I think he'll grow to like the pick as time goes on, man. He'll appreciate Joe Alt. Where we at? We at number 7 with Tennessee. What do you think, Trip? They go defense, they go offense. Just to give everybody a quick update as well, Knicks Sixers went to halftime. Knicks up 3 at the half right now.
Yep. You said now. What was your question?
Tennessee, defense or offense right now? You got your man from Alabama still on the board, Dallas Turner.
I think I go defense. I think I do. If I'm Tennessee, I think I go Dallas Turner. You got to have somebody that can get to the quarterback. He's one of the ones, man. Listen, Alabama, we gonna get you on the defense, and we gonna get you, you know what I'm saying, at the wide receiver position. All right, we that's what we producing. Go with that defense. You see what Will Anderson Jr. did for the Texans this past season, becoming the defensive rookie of the year, helping to get that defense and that team in general to the playoffs this past season. You need somebody on that line. So if I'm Tennessee, I'm going with Dallas Turner. But who knows? Maybe they get another wide receiver to pair up with D-Hop.
Yeah, I mean,
and go Rome. Who knows?
It's a lot of different directions they can go. Derrick Henry's not there anymore. This is a new coaching staff coming in, so you wonder, will they prioritize the offense or defense? I think they will go more on the defensive side of the ball. I just think that's where it makes more sense. No disrespect to drafting Rome. I just don't think, again, this is a receiver-heavy draft. You can get that later on. To get an edge rusher in the same division that you have C.J. Stroud, in the same division that you have Anthony Richardson in, that's, I think, the direction you should go. And also, don't forget about Trevor Lawrence. You got 3 young quarterbacks in that division, so you want to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Mm-hmm. So going that direction is, I think, the way you go.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I said. I think you got to go defense if you're Tennessee in this situation. The only other thing, if you do want to try to have that dual threat wide receiver, maybe you draft Rome. But I think, in that division, you need somebody that can get to the quarterback. And Dallas Turner is the guy for that job. What about the Falcons, though, at 8? Where do the Falcons go? Because they have their quarterback already. They have their receivers already. Drake London is a problem. You got Bijan, you got Kyle Pitts playing the tight end. So if you're Atlanta, if I'm Atlanta, I'm hoping Tennessee. Tennessee goes offensive line, and they
J.C. Latham. Yeah,
I'm Atlanta now. I get Dallas Turner. Now I'm drafting. I think we see back-to-back Alabama picks right here.
I agree. I think if you're the Falcons, you definitely go on defense. The offense, they've spent a lot of draft capital already there. Bijan Robinson, Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and then you give the big money to Kirk Cousins. So this is a situation where you go defense, or if you get blown away with a trade. I know all of us are kind of waiting for a trade to happen, but if you're going to do it, if you're Atlanta, maybe this way you do it, because as we said, you got those teams at 11, 12, and 13, Minnesota, Denver, and Raiders, who would all be interested in a quarterback.
Yes.
And so maybe you move that pick there. I think the next 2 picks, 8 and 9, are both trade worthy because the Bears don't need to do anything at 9.
Now, here's my question to you now, because depending on how this thing goes, because now if I'm Atlanta and I take Dallas Turner, now Roma's still available for the Bears at 9, and Brock is available at 9. What do you do? Do you trade that pick away? Do you draft Rome or do you draft Brock? And if they do, if it plays out like that, and we see Dallas Turner and then the Bears take Rome, so now you got a big 3 at wide receiver. Now that leaves Brock Bowers right for the Jets, right for the
He'll be there for the Jets. Yeah, I think if I'm the Bears, I wouldn't force. Again, it depends on who you have rated highest. If Rome is the guy that you have rated highest still on your board, I don't see why you wouldn't take him and you just say, hey, we have a big 3 with Keenan Allen, Rome, and with DJ Moore. Yeah. But if you're the Bears, you may also say, look, let's get more draft capital. Let's go get more picks for the future and continue to load up this team. The Bears have that luxury.
if the pick is between Rome and Brock, if I'm the Bears and I'm not planning
I'm taking Brock.
Take Rome. I take Rome because you have commit there who's been playing very well for them. You're talking about a touchdown machine. You know what I'm saying? I think you're kind of good at tight ends. Always good to have a dual tight end if you can. But I think I'm gonna go with the wide receiver if I'm the Bears, if Rome is available, if I don't trade back.
I just would like to have a little more balance there because I think Brock Bowers helps you in the passing game and the run game.
Yeah,
because he is such a good run blocker as well. So I would like to have that type of balance, but I wouldn't be mad if Rome is the pick. Again, if you have him rated higher than Brock Bowers, then you take Rome. I see Atlanta celebrating it. To me, I think Dallas Turner is the pick.
Yeah. Now
he fits a need. They haven't had an edge rusher in God knows how long. Probably since Vic Beasley, and Vic Beasley wasn't even that great. He was only good for like a year or two. So maybe that looks like what the pick is.
If they do, if the Falcons do what we say and they go Dallas Turner, I think the Jets are in a good position either way.
Oh, the Jets are perfect.
If the Bears take Brock, okay, we'll take Roman. We'll put him on the other side of Garrett Wilson.
Right.
And if you take Rome, all right, we'll take Brock because that's the position. You know, the Jets can definitely upgrade at the tight end position. So either way, I think they're good.
I think the Jets are golden either way with the way this is like kind of turning out for them right now because you still got Rome has fallen for whatever reason. Yeah. No matter what the Bears do now, you're still going to have an offensive target still available.
Yep, exactly.
So the Jets are golden at 10 right now without having to make any trades at all. And then if you're the teams we keep highlighting, 11, 12, and 13, they really haven't had to make any trades. They're going to get some combination of J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix. And then maybe Minnesota's going to have to really set the trend because Minnesota's definitely drafting a quarterback. There's no way they're going into the season.
At this point, unless Oakland trades up, which is also a possibility, because now we know that the Bears, the Falcons, nor the Jets are taking the quarterback, which basically means that JJ falls right into Minnesota's lap. So the only way around that is if you're Oakland, you got to trade up. So this is the moment to trade up. If the Raiders don't trade up, then I think it goes Turner to the Falcons, and then either Rome or Brock to the Bears and Jets, and then JJ falls right to the Minnesota Vikings at number 11, and I think it works out perfectly for them because they don't have to give up any draft capital, and they still get the quarterback they wanted.
Yeah, that's what's going to end up happening. Minnesota's going to come out of this golden, I think, because they have 2 first-round picks. Mm-hmm. They're going to still have their pick of a quarterback now at 11, and then still have that late first-round pick where they can address another need. So Minnesota, I think it's
you get the defense on that second pick.
Right. You can address defense, you can address another need, or you could trade back and get more draft capital. But they've got the luxury now of knowing they can do a bunch of different things with that next pick. The Atlanta pick is in. Let's see what it is.
Oh, y'all must be a little bit ahead of me. I'm on Peacock watching right now.
This
well,
I'm be honest. No. This makes absolutely no sense. The Falcons took Michael Penix Jr.
Wow. After giving Kirk the bag?
Right. That makes absolutely no sense.
What in the hooly goo, googa mooga?
In the top 10?
Please.
Yeah. Wow.
Tell me there's some type of trade involved in this, please. Because why? Why would you go and pay Kirk Cousins all that money to then go draft Michael Penix Jr. with the 10th overall pick?
That makes no sense at all.
With the 8th pick. Ain't they 8th
pick? Yep, with the 8th pick.
Are you?
Wow, what? Woo.
That makes...
He's not even going to play anytime soon, barring Kirk Cousins getting hurt. He's not going to play.
You basically
years.
Right. You basically drafted a guy 8th that's going to sit on your bench for at least 2 years.
Yeah, and if he does come in, because I don't see Kirk sitting down before 3 years, right? So now by the time he's even eligible to get into a game, you're gonna have to be re-signing him.
That's crazy.
What the
That is
now?
Yeah, I don't know how that makes any kind of sense.
none. It makes absolutely no sense.
Didn't Kirk get 100 guaranteed?
Kirk got the 3 years, 100 plus mil. But
And
now
I
you're
think
drafting
100 of that is guaranteed.
Probably. But now you're drafting a guy top 10 who's going to be making top tier rookie scale money, who's not going to see the field for at least 2 years.
Wow.
In the preseason, and that's it. Then he's going to the bench, and you wasted the 8th overall pick.
And also, not to mention, Michael Penix, I think, is going to be 25 by the time this season starts. So you're telling me that the kid might not even play till he's 27, 28 years old.
That's crazy. And again, because I don't want it to feel, for the people that's watching, I don't want them to think that we're slighting Michael Penix Jr. because that has nothing to do with him or his abilities. This is all about the Falcons and why you draft a quarterback when you just threw the bag at Kirk Cousins and you used the 8th pick and your defense is suspect at best, and you could have had the best defensive player in this draft in Dallas Turner. All right. I don't.
And
or you could have saved the money on Kirk and addressed the defense in free agency.
I'm just saying. I would have thought with Raheem Morris coming in, who is a defensive-minded head coach, you would have wanted to draft a defensive player here. Because, like I said, they don't really have anything aside from AJ Terrell at corner. They don't have much at defense.
Okay, now here's the big question. Now that Michael Penix is off the board, now does Oakland try and trade up with one of these teams in front of them? Because now you don't have that. There's not 2 quarterbacks left. It's only JJ that's left, and it's looking like if you don't trade up, he's going to perfectly be gift wrapped in front of the Minnesota Vikings Christmas tree.
That's crazy. Well, now also I think that pretty much that move guarantees Bo Nix is going first round.
Yeah, Bo's going first now. Yeah, because JJ McCarthy is going to end up going top 12. So you're still going to have almost 20 picks for that other quarterback to come off the board.
That's crazy.
Bo Nix is going first round. If I'm the Bears, I'm listening to calls.
Yeah, because if the Vikings and the Raiders both want JJ, the Raiders are going to have to either trade up or now you go with Bo Nix. This is too high. This is too high in the draft for these guys to be drafted.
This is the pick that really shook up the draft. This number 8 pick.
Yeah,
this is the one that shook up the draft.
Hold on. Now, if you're the Bears, though, maybe now you go defense if you're the Bears, and now you take Dallas Turner.
You could take Dallas Turner and add that edge rusher.
Yeah. Or and if the Bears don't go defense, now if I'm the Jets, I might kind of hold on.
The Jets. The Bears took Rome. The Bears took Rome.
Okay, but
my goodness. Woo!
Traded with the Vikings?
Who?
Somebody just traded with the Vikings. The Jets just moved.
Oh, the Jets traded back a spot with the Vikings. Okay. So the Vikings must be scared that somebody was talking to the Jets about moving there for JJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they moved up one spot. They're going to take JJ, which means the Jets still at 11 are going to be able to take Brock Bowers.
I love it. I love this for the Jets. I love this for the Jets. Yep, because now you get the weapon you want. You get an extra pick.
Listen, if you're a Bears fan, you should be celebrating because the Bears. This is how you're supposed to do it all season. If I'm gonna get a rookie quarterback, they got DeAndre Swift at running back. They went and got Keenan Allen. They just added Rome. You just load up with weapons.
Yeah.
You got the rookie quarterback who's gonna be your franchise on a rookie deal. You load up with weapons right now, and you say, look, every game's gonna be a shootout.
And you help as much as possible. I love it. Oh man, this is beautiful. So now all right, now ain't no more.
That's how you draft.
So now the Raiders take Bo Nix.
You got the Raiders taking Bo Nix?
Who else they gonna take? JJ McCarthy ain't gonna be there. They need a quarterback.
They might not. I don't know if they're gonna force it. They may not force it in that spot.
We just saw the Falcons force it. That's what teams is doing out here now.
But if the Raiders going to force it, why wouldn't the Broncos? They need a quarterback.
Well, that's true too. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. I'm just glad that the Jets can get Brock Bowers and they got a little extra draft capital and with that pick. So I'm happy for them. They need it. Hopefully
that's what's going to end up happening. Unless they get blown away with another trade, that's what's going to end up happening. They're going to be able to take Brock Bowers at 11, and still they're going to get the guy they want. They picked up some extra draft capital. Adam Schefter's breaking down the trade right now. Minnesota is without a doubt. This move got to be for JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, that would be a waste.
Y'all ain't tell me when Rome got picked. Rome Odunze, is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't tell me he had the dude off Coming to America in his camp. She's your queen to be. Y'all ain't see dude off. Y'all, because I'm behind, like I said, y'all ain't tell me he was up there, y'all. That's hilarious.
I'm the Jets. I'm sure I might be talking with Oakland. I might be calling up Oakland like, hey, listen, Denver is talking about taking Bo, right? Ain't gonna be no quarterbacks left. Y'all might want to just trade up with us because if the Jets trade with Oakland, they can still get Brock at 12 because I doubt Seattle would take him.
If they move back with Oakland and they move to 13, Denver at 12 would probably take.
Well, you got to think Dallas is still available now.
Well, if he's still there, the Broncos are probably going to take him. You got to remember they lost Bradley Chubb. Remember they traded him to Miami. So
that's why I said for the Jets, Raiders, you can still get Brock.
Right, you could. If you're the Jets, you could move back to 13 and still get Brock Bowers.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be calling, talking smack like, yo, Denver talking about trading up, right? Y'all might want to bust this move real quick because they calling us, they trying to trade up, so might want to jump on the bandwagon while you still can. Get your quarterback. JJ gone. He going to Minnesota. He gonna be cold.
Yeah, JJ looks like he's gonna stay up there.
Pick is in. That's what's up. What's up? You know what? Damn, I ain't seen none of the. We ain't have no crazy moments with the girls and the mamas so far this draft class.
Yeah.
Everything's been very calm. Everything's been very calm in the green room.
Facts. We got.
What is this? They already posting pictures together. This is crazy. So what is Chicago's plan on working Rome in? Because with Keenan there and DJ Moore there, like who you putting in the slot? Keenan?
Yeah.
Keenan. He's the best route runner out of the three, and Rome is a downfield threat. So it'll probably be DJ on one side, Rome, and then Keenan in the slot. And I think that Bears offense is going to be something special.
Yeah.
Plus they got two capable tight ends, two capable pass catching tight ends, and what's the dude they already had?
They're the tight end from Notre Dame.
Komet ain't gonna get you on yards at tight end position, but he can get you 2 touchdowns a game easily.
And they picked Gerald Everett up, and then the addition of Swift. I mean, if Caleb Williams fumbles the bag, like it's on him because he's got probably the best situation I've seen in a long time for a quarterback to step in day one.
I agree, bro. I said that when we talked about the pick. I said there's not very many number 1 overall picks I could think of that walked into this much talent on the roster already.
Yes, like you are lucky. So you better be thankful because this does not happen every day.
Like I said, they got weapons all over the place, and it's just a matter. He just got to come in and execute now.
Yeah, Gary says Swift is a running back that can run and catch the ball as well. Caleb definitely has. Yeah, he does. Like when was the last rookie quarterback we've seen come into this many weapons?
Not as a number 1 pick.
None. I can't remember any.
Right, not as a number 1.
Maybe Brock Purdy, but he
No. But again, we're talking about a number 1 pick because when you're the number 1 overall pick, you normally go into a bad team.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. That does not happen.
We're not talking about the guys who 4th round, 5th round.
Yeah,
like even Mahomes at 15 came into a situation that already had Kelsey and Hill, but he wasn't expected to start from day 1.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams coming in from day 1, he gonna have 3 proven receivers right there. Cole Kmet, the tight end, 3 proven receivers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Smith coming off his best season.
They got a lot of weapons, man. A lot of weapons there.
And I think the second round, we see the Bears work on some offensive line. Well, do they have a second round pick? Let me see. They got
yeah. They got plenty of draft capital because it wasn't just the first that they got from the Panthers. They got like a 3rd from them as well.
Yeah, so they're gonna have to wait to the 3rd because they don't have a pick in the 2nd. So they're gonna have to work on the offensive line in the third round. But yeah, that's a beautiful situation to be in, to come into that. That's crazy.
How do you feel if you're a Panthers fan today? It's like I need visual proof that there are Panthers fans, first of all.
Well, you know.
But how do you feel if you're Mario? That's probably it.
Carolina Sports Plus.
That's the only shout out to him. That's the only Panthers fan I know. Him and maybe Michael Jordan. Maybe I don't even know.
Yeah,
but he might be more of a Bears fan than the Panthers.
Listen,
shout out to Thomas Demps. Was good, man. He giving us the update on the Sixers next game. Sixers up by 6 right now. It's gonna be a close game. That game is definitely gonna come down to the wire. Let's see what's going on with this Minnesota pick. The pick is in. I mean, I think everybody kind of knows right now. Well, you know what? I can't even say that because after what the Falcons just did, I don't know.
They traded up. They traded up. First of all, right now on the roster, as Goodell's walking up, the starting quarterback as of right now would be Sam Darnold. They're not going with Sam Darnold as the starting quarterback.
No.
This is JJ McCarthy. It's got to be JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, they got the kids up there
because they didn't have to trade up with the Jets 1 spot for anybody else. They could have stood right where they was at.
Exactly. Yep. You got it, Gary. It's obvious JJ is the pick. But again, the Falcons just came up here and completely sideswiped us.
They gave up a 4th and a 5th to move up that 1 spot.
I love that for the Jets. I love that.
Yeah, the Jets picked up more draft capital.
Mm-hmm.
So how you guys been, closer to? I don't think you're a Jets fan though, are you? E?
Nah, I'm a Colts fan.
No, you're a Colts fan, right? Yeah. And Trip, are you more Giants? Are you like Jets by proximity or what?
No, I you know what? And this is something Eric and I spoke about last year. I wanted the Jets to do well after watching the Jets on Hard Knocks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like that's because I'm not a Jets fan. The Giants is my New York team, and the Ravens is my guys. But I think at this point I'm getting older. And as I get older, I'm getting more into just trying to support all the teams coming out of New York.
Okay.
I can't do that. No disrespect, Eric, but I can't do that because we got wars going on. I can't.
So do y'all think the Jets? I mean, I know they trying to see what Aaron Rodgers is going to be able to do, but shouldn't they be thinking quarterback?
Well, there's nobody in the first round if I'm the Jets that I'm going to draft. If that was going to trade with Minnesota, I would have took JJ.
Not in the first round, though. Yeah, not this. They're all in on trying to win right now, so I wouldn't take a first round pick on a quarterback. But maybe there's a guy later on that you take that becomes, your eventual replacement. But not in the first round. Not if you're all in the way they are.
I mean, yeah, but that should definitely be that should definitely be a day 2 pick, I would think.
Yeah. Do y'all remember it? Because this is what
that was CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb.
Okay, I was CeeDee Lamb. Okay, you go.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us, who was the football player that went viral maybe 4 years ago because his girlfriend grabbed his phone or something? Yeah, that's what I was just saying. We haven't had none of those moments, this year with the girlfriend and the mamas.
They got that under wraps. Like they done reeled that in now.
These players is too clean cut. We ain't got no drama.
That joint was funny as hell a couple years ago where old girl thought she was about to be the star of the show and moms was like, nah, bitch.
Right.
You thought wrong.
Yeah.
We don't play that. Black mamas don't play that. She got to
Oh,
protect.
see,
That's her investment. She made that child. That's her investment. She got to protect, and that means from groupies and gold diggers alike. She got to protect them.
damn, JJ McCarthy finagled his way into the top damn 10.
Yeah,
They definitely took Brock because they already made their pick.
JJ McCarthy. There's no way JJ McCarthy's a top 10 pick. I'm sorry.
That's what's crazy.
There's no
Like,
way.
damn.
Listen, neither one of them just
Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh gonna have a care package tomorrow on his doorstep because he was the leader of that charge.
There's no way. I'm sorry. There's no way that JJ McCarthy is a top 10 pick. It's just no.
Bro, I can't. I don't. Well, listen, they need their quarterback, so I'm not even. I can't be mad at that.
Yeah, but there's ways to go about things. I get it. You need the quarterback, but you don't spend this type of draft capital for a quarterback who I don't think is a difference maker, and I really don't think that he's a guy who is a long-term starter in the league anyway. He'll get a shot.
He's gonna be super regular.
Yeah, he gets a shot for the next 2 years because you drafted him at number 10. But then after that, it's over.
He gives me. You know what vibes he gives me?
I like that one, Gary.
Me and Gary was talking about it the other day. Actually, I think it was yesterday. He gives me big Christian Ponder vibes. Where Ponder was a dude that was looked at in colleges, can make all the right throws and a good decision maker. But then when he got to the league, he was just a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And how long did he last in the league?
Well, his wife has had a longer career on ESPN than he had.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we was talking about. I was like, his wife, she's more involved in the league than he ever was.
Yep.
Tom, I don't know if he's still with her, but at this point in his career, I'm pretty sure he had a couple of them things floating around. So if he's smart, he ain't get locked down like that just yet. He got that contract, that big contract. So I don't think so, man. I hope not.
Oh, Ponder?
Hope he learned.
No, he's talking about CD. He's talking about CD Lamb.
Oh, CD and old girl.
Yeah.
He ain't putting nothing in her, did he?
Second round. I see that being their move. Yeah, this pick is for Brock Bowers. Y'all better do the right thing. Get Brock Bowers.
Yeah, they got Brock. They're gonna take Brock. These last two picks were the most obvious picks of the night.
Yeah.
Aside from Caleb Williams.
If Bowers still being on the board is kind of crazy.
Would have been a good fit.
Oh, they didn't take Brock.
Because Dallas Turner is still available.
No, they took the tackle from Penn State. They went O-line.
Oh, damn, really? I mean, all right, whatever. Because you got to protect Aaron Rodgers, I guess, because you can't afford to have another season injury. So I get it. Olamanua for Sean. Okay, all right. Listen, man, I ain't mad at you, player. You got your whole family with you. I ain't mad at that.
So let's see then what happens here, because
now that changes things a lot. That changes things even more. Shoot.
Damn, I would love if the Colts could trade up right here to like 12 or 13 to either be able to get Dallas Turner or Brock Bowers.
I think we got one of them scenes. I think we got one right now. Look at the girl.
Oh, yeah. You saw that, right? He was with his family in the living room.
No, that's
damn it. What channel y'all on, man?
I'm watching on ESPN.
Yeah, I'm watching on ESPN too. That's why you went outside looking in, sweetheart. Because mama knows best. She keeping you away from you. Okay? You said she tried to get around, tap him on the arm and whatnot. Nah. Okay? We not doing that. Mama Love know what's up. She protecting her son. Mama Love is the offensive line for the offensive lineman. Let me see. Yo, shout out to Drunk. I see Drunk in the building.
Shout out to Drunk for sure.
What up, Drunk?
Thursday night. The older I get, the more I see these draft announcers really be at the gas station. Like, give me 100 on people.
All right, Trevor, how many more picks you want to do? We're at pick, what we at right now? We're at pick 12.
Yeah, pick 12. Hold on, let me look at the draft order real quick. You know what? Let's go to 15. Let's get to the Colts pick, and then we'll wrap it up.
All right.
So
the Colts at 15?
Yeah, Colts at 15. Let's see.
I'm too tired to 23 to see what the Ravens do.
I would love.
Who Who's the quarterback today for the Colts? Is it still
Anthony Richardson.
oh, what happened to the backup y'all had that was there?
Gardner Minshew. He signed
Minshew.
with the Raiders.
Oh, okay.
76ers. Okay, the Sixers up by 8 right now with 5:20 left. Okay. You know what? I just realized, forgot. You know what? Dallas Turner is actually still on the board too.
Right.
Damn,
That's why I said I wish.
We've gone in a while without a defensive player being picked.
I just now got the video of the dude for the Jets getting picked.
I'm telling you, man, I really wish.
With Becky on the couch.
Man, if the Colts could get up to 13, because that at least would mean Dallas Turner or Brock Bowers would still be on the board.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the Broncos are going to take him.
Now the Broncos are going to take Dallas Turner because they got it. Like I said, they got to replace Bradley Chubb. And
the Raiders are probably taking whoever's left at quarterback now. I don't know.
Nah, Raiders ain't taking quarterback now. Ain't no. You're not taking Bo Nix at 13, bro. That's crazy.
Who they take?
I don't know.
Nah, you're not taking Bo Nix at 13.
Listen, the Falcons took Michael.
They broke the mold.
Anything's possible.
No, there's too many good defensive players still on the board for you to reach that high for a quarterback at 13. Like I said, you got Latu from UCLA, the edge rusher. Yeah. You got Jared Verse from Florida State, the edge rusher. You got Byron Murphy from Texas, the D tackle. Like there's way too many guys that they could try to pair up with Max Crosby on that defense to say, oh, we're just going to take the quarterback.
But with the way it's been trending, do these teams think they can come around in the second round and snatch up one of those guys?
Right now, in terms of best available, Bo Nix is still the 22nd best available at this point right now. Yeah. You could trade back later into the first round and still get Bo Nix. There's no way you take Bo Nix at 13.
But you know it's always a run, man. It's like how many quarterbacks have gone already? 5?
No,
4.
4?
No, 5. 5 because 1, 2, 3 all quarterbacks and then
Penix and then JJ. Yeah, it's 5 so far.
Teams panic, man. They panic. They do all these months of preparation and then they panic.
I'm telling you, I think you could wait, man. You can get Bo Nix way later in the first round. If you like Bo Nix that much, you could trade into the late 20s and still get him.
You could have waited on Michael Penix too, and he went 8th.
You could probably
the Falcons are just dumb. We knew the Falcons were dumb when they gave Kirk Cousins his money. Falcons are just dumb.
Yeah.
We need to check on Arthur Blank at this point. Arthur drawing a blank. That's what we're going to call him from now.
What made it crazy was they was high-fiving and all that. I thought they was really taking Dallas Turner like, they was happy they got their defensive player.
Yeah.
And they took Michael Penix.
Gary says Bo Nix is going to be a Bronco. If the Broncos pick Bo Nix right now with this damn pick, I quit. I'm walking off the show.
Bo Nix, ain't he from Oregon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, Gary's an Oregon diehard. Full disclosure. That's why I was like, hold up.
He told us his bias earlier in the show. He told us.
Yeah.
Did he? Okay.
Just to circle back, like I said, Bo Nix been in college so long, him and Justin Herbert had battles in college. Justin Herbert's only been in the league 4 years at this point.
That's crazy.
How old is Bo Nix?
He about 25, 26.
It says Sean Payton never drafted a QB in the first 2 rounds as a head coach, and I doubt he's going to start right now.
Say that again?
It says that Sean Payton never drafted a quarterback in the first 2 rounds, and I doubt he's going to start right now, but who knows?
But to be fair, he had Drew Brees for like 13 years.
Yeah, so he didn't have to.
Yeah, he felt like Drew Brees.
No Diddy. He's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, look who's here. Looky. What up, Pooh?
Oh, my. Hold on. I ain't got my face stick up. Hold on.
Let me see. Shout out to Pooh. Pooh, what you talking about on the Thursday night? We got Pooh up here on the Thursday. Hey, black man, I seen your live. Thought I'll pop in for a minute. What's up? Well, you a special guest.
hey, girl, you better watch it. Shout out to Pooh, man. My favorite.
You know what, Pooh? You gonna stop with your nonsense?
Oh my God, the Broncos took Bo Nix. Wow.
Boom.
Pooh says, I know it's an NFL show, but Trip, your Lakers better win tonight. The refs finna put all the Nuggets in foul trouble. Good night. Pooh, we love you, man. Thank you so much for always checking in with us, man. We love you.
Hey, Pooh. Bye, Pooh.
What up, Pooh?
Yo, we'll try to hit Pooh with the Denzel right there.
Pooh, hit me with hit her with that. Trying to get the smooth laugh. Holla at me, Pooh.
24 and he's younger than Bo is younger than okay.
Yeah. I don't know if Bo really 24. Like I said, him and Justin Herbert played against each other in college, bro. And Justin Herbert been in the league. Justin Herbert been in the league 4 years, bro.
Right now?
I told you that teams panic and they take up all the quarterbacks in the first round. It's been happening for a few years now.
I don't know why.
You got that, Gary. You did. You got that. And we
definitely called that one, Gary. You definitely called that one.
I'm befuddled. I don't know what the heck is going on right now between the Falcons and this pick here. I don't know what's going on right now.
But Gary, you know I told you yesterday it's going to be a bunch of quarterbacks taken, and I also saw that they said this is probably going to be the record year for offensive players taken in the first round, and it's kind of looking that way.
Ain't nobody left, so they ain't taking nobody.
Well, yeah. So, fellas, is this going to be a year no running backs in the first?
Oh yeah, I definitely see happening.
Yeah, because who's
the best running back is what the
kid from Michigan is nice.
Blake Corum, and I got the Chargers taking him in the second round.
That's what Gary been on that for a couple months now. I got to give him that. But he been saying Corum is going to be a Charger.
You got Blake Corum. You got Trey Benson out of Florida State as well.
Jonathan Brooks.
Yeah, you got a couple, but they all like second round projections, I think. So
yeah, because
Blake Corum to the Chargers in the second round makes the most sense.
Let me see if there's anybody that needs a running back later, maybe. No, yeah, I don't think so, because even late, if you look at the teams that draft late, they all have running backs. Maybe Buffalo, maybe Buffalo drafts a running back in the first round.
No. Cook play well for them. Cook play good for them. They don't need to take a running back.
Yeah, I think second round is where we'll start seeing the running backs, which is crazy because I think we do go this whole round without seeing a running back drafted. I'm just mad that we haven't seen a defensive player go off the board just yet.
That's nuts. Has it gotten? It's not been no defensive players taking that off.
None.
Damn. Yeah, this is gonna be the record. This is gonna be the record year. I think it was 2009 had the most offensive draft picks, and this one looks like it's about to crush it.
Yeah, we have pick 13. Let's see what the Raiders do. They said a pick is in. We got Raiders, Saints, and then we're gonna close the show on the Colts pick. I mean, if you're the Raiders, they got a couple holes to fill right here.
Yeah.
You could go defense to pair somebody up with Max Crosby.
Player pick. Can somebody pick my man Dallas Turner?
This will probably be a defensive player pick. Dallas Turner makes sense. You pair him up with Max Crosby. They do need secondary help as well. They took Brock Bowers. The streak continues.
Bowers being on the board right now is crazy. I mean, still being available is crazy.
Brock Bowers.
He might end up being the steal of the first round.
Brock Bowers or Dallas Turner?
Brock Bowers.
Bowers.
He goes to the Raiders. He don't look too happy about it.
Nope.
Really?
He does not look too happy about it. It's a very calm environment in the Bowers house right now.
Like, I thought I was coming to New York. They told me I was going to be in the Big Apple. Now
you telling me I'm going out there to Vegas with
play for that black head coach?
Yeah, right.
You know, we keep it a buck over here, man.
You see the energy over there, Will. Like, yeah. They asked around, who the coach over there? Antonio Pierce. Oh, hell no.
Like, oh, shit.
No sense. All right, now let me ask y'all this. We got 6 quarterbacks in the first round. Does Spencer Rattler get drafted this round?
Ooh.
At this point, I might say yeah.
Maybe like late 20s.
Yeah, like the desperation at this point.
Because who else? Let me see. Is there somebody else that needs a quarterback right now?
Of course,
He's a
you know,
forgotten man too, because he was up there like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
listen, Seattle gonna need a quarterback because we know Geno's not the long-term answer. The Rams gonna need a quarterback because Stafford might only have a year or two left.
We could see 7. What's the most QBs drafted in the first round ever?
I think we probably already passed it.
I think we passed it.
Let me see. Let me just do a Google search.
Yeah, those are the two teams. I think the Rams and Seattle could be, and then you could always have that team that trades up into the late first
to get him. Yeah.
They be talking about Bowers like he about to be
So we tied.
Jason Gonzalez. You know, they talk about him like he about to be that dude. That's why I'm surprised he lasted this long.
Brock Bowers was very, very good.
In 1983, they drafted 6 quarterbacks in the first round. That was John Elway, Jim Kelly, and
that's not 90. You mean 83?
83, yeah.
Yeah, Elway.
83. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Elway.
Oh, yeah, what is that list?
Elway, Marino, Jim Kelly, but then it gets ugly because who just said that? Yeah, Ken O'Brien and Tony Eason.
What? Hey, listen, 3 of those guys turned out to be Hall of Famers.
Eason went to the Patriots.
Yep.
I don't know where he went to, but
Tony Eason went to the Patriots. Ken O'Brien went to the Jets. The Jets passed on Dan Marino that year. Elway never played for the Colts.
Running backs this year just aren't first round worthy, in my opinion. I watched that combine and they look rough. Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of been getting to that. Even last season, because I didn't think there was going to be a running back drafted in the first round last season. But yeah, I don't know, running backs, the stock for it's down, and we haven't.
Yeah, the position's been so devalued at this point.
Yeah.
And the game is like the rules even have been leaning towards passing the ball, and unless you're a pass catching running back, like i.e. like an Austin Eckler type, you're not gonna put up numbers.
Yeah.
And even for that skill set, you don't have to give away a high draft pick for that. You can get that late.
Yep.
You can, that's just the nature of the game.
Don't raise your boys to be running backs, people.
Yeah, that's just the nature of the game.
It's over.
You know, you can get value at the running back position in day 2. You see, Jonathan Taylor was a second round pick for the Colts.
It's like the running back today in the NFL is kin to the true big man in the NBA.
Yeah. It's over for that balling. Sorry, running back.
Yeah, the back to basket big man in the NBA.
Yeah,
is pretty much they're seeing the same fate as the NFL running back. Unless you super duper special, like you Adrian Peterson or
you haven't seen that,
even Saquon or somebody like that. But
on a collegiate level, who was the last superstar running back coming out of college?
I mean, Bijan was a star last year.
Well,
Bijan did. He did his damn thing.
Yeah, but last year was his second year.
No, last year was his rookie year.
Yeah, it was a rookie.
He got
no Bijan. That was last year was his rookie year.
I was thinking about Breece Hall. My fault.
Breece Hall, who's another one that's special. But what's he do well? Catches the football out the backfield. You know what I mean? But between the tackle running backs, those days are over.
Yeah.
I mean, between the tackles, you thinking AP. Depends on what you get out of Saquon. It just ain't a lot of those guys anymore, and it's not a lot of offensives that they even try that anymore.
Right. The game is spaced out now. The game is not that way anymore. Everybody wants space on the field. Everybody wants the ability to be dual threat. You know, they want running backs who can catch out the backfield, but also be a threat if I hand it off to you. So, you know, unfortunately, and not unfortunately, because it's also better on the body. The days of running backs getting 400 plus carries are done. That's not how the game is played anymore. You know, but with that comes the fact that we're not going to pay you as a premium position. Right now, the premium positions outside of quarterback, you got to be a defensive end. You got to be a left tackle. You got to be a left tackle. You got to be a cornerback. Those are the premier positions in terms of pay now.
Receivers getting that bag too, though, and that's what lends to what we're saying. Because shit, did I just see AJ Brown got 90 something guaranteed today?
I don't know if it was all guaranteed. I did see he got a new deal, but
I think he got 90 something guaranteed. And this is off the heels of Amon-Ra St. Brown getting. Was it St. Brown? Yeah, Amon-Ra St. Brown just got like 70 something yesterday.
Yeah,
he got 96 million extension. 77 is guaranteed. 77 is guaranteed.
All right, Saints pick is in. Can we get some defense now?
But it's the same thing's gonna happen with the wide receiver position. We got too many good receivers coming into the league. That position is gonna become devalued.
Yeah.
Every year.
Well, I don't know, because their numbers are going to keep going up because of the way the game is officiated now.
Yeah, but look at Brandon Ayuk and T. Higgins. Look at their struggle to get a new contract. There's so many quality receivers out there now. You can plug and play guys.
That's true.
You can go get a Puka Nacua in the 4th round, and he come in and catch 100 passes.
That's
true. That's true.
That's why I hope Baltimore can manage to get Ayuk from San Fran. I would love to see that.
I've heard about him going to Pittsburgh.
I would not like to see that. I would not like to see that at all.
Yeah, that'll make your stomach hurt.
Yeah, I don't want to see that one happen. All right, Saints pick is in, and then we got. So we got one more pick, and then we up out of here. Let me update the Knicks game. Knicks down by 10 right now.
Down 10 with 9 minutes to go.
Yeah.
No, I know it's kind of a full part subject on here, but what's the Lakers series at right now?
0-2.
Is that 0-2? Going back to LA?
Yep.
Tonight?
Yeah, it's in LA tonight. I was gonna fly out and support, but I'm just too tired, man. Making the trip. If I knew we had the live tonight, so I was like, you know what?
I was on, just a quick little turnaround flight, get out there.
Facts. Oh,
speak to Braun, see if I get him right for the series.
Yeah,
it's over. I told you what Braun was supposed to do. Was they were supposed to lose to the Pelicans and get to the 8th spot, so they would have had a better shot against OKC, because ain't no way they was beating Denver. Yeah, they ain't beat Denver a game last year. They haven't beat them a game this year, and that's including regular season.
10 straight.
So what is it? 10 straight now? Yeah, that's nuts. So.
I mean, I'll do for a win.
There's the D tackle from Oregon State is on his way. No, that's the offensive lineman from Oregon State on his way to New Orleans, which means Dallas Turner is still on the board.
Also, maybe y'all might step your defense up a little bit.
We need that.
Offense this draft. This is crazy.
Nah, coach, we taking defense. We taking Dallas Turner.
That tells you where the league is at.
Yeah.
Tells you where the league is at. It's all about the offense.
Yep.
Now the Colts, we want to add another pass rusher. We got some young D-line talent. It's gonna probably be Dallas Turner or the kid Latu from UCLA. That makes the most sense. There's still 2 good cornerbacks on the board, but I don't think we're gonna go cornerback because we went corner early in the draft last year. So I don't think we're gonna add another young corner.
Shout out to my guy Kool-Aid. Who's taking Kool-Aid in the draft this year?
Kool-Aid's probably gonna go late in the 1st round, possibly.
Who was that? Who was Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid McKinstry from Alabama.
That's one of the best corners. In the draft.
Okay.
And the other corner is also from Alabama.
Arnold. I think the Colts is going D line. DeForest Buckner's an all-pro defensive tackle. I think you need an edge rusher, a legitimate edge rusher.
Another offensive. Oh, y'all already said this. The tackle, right? Yeah, I'm late.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if the Colts are the team that says, you know what, we're going to build our defense.
And that's one thing. Like going forward, the way you construct your team is going to be changing majorly with so much emphasis on offense and not defense. Now you can find some true value in defensive players later in the draft or in the 2nd round, when before you had people going in the top 3. Like you had Chase Young picked second overall. You know what I'm saying? You had guys. You had Jadeveon Clowney going early. You had guys like that going super early. When now it's kind of being devalued to where they're putting so much emphasis on the offensive side of the ball that you can find those same talents, but you can find them later.
You know what it is that only some leagues do the defensive players in fantasy football, so that's why we're getting all these offensive players getting drafted. We got to prepare for football. That's why.
Nah, I just think that.
Hey, I got my league. My league, we start 2 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers, and 2 corners in my league because we big boy style.
Yeah, my boy does that. He does the individual defensive players.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because now the second half. See what's going to happen is the second half of this draft is going to stock up on all these defensive players that didn't go early because you got a lot of big names, defensive players that are still available in this draft. So,
Oh yeah.
And so teams could, I mean, for real, it could be a lot of movement in these next couple days with teams, because like to move up to draft guys that they had their eye on because they don't have to give up as much capital to move up to get these guys in the late 20s in the second round, even the third round. So I think it's going to be. I think you're going to see a major run on defensive players in the next 2 days because everybody's being taken up offensively. But this is where I think you're going to see teams actually getting into it and building.
I just hope one of them cornerbacks make their way to Baltimore because we definitely need some secondary help. Marlon Humphrey is getting old, and them guys are getting injured. Kyle Hamilton can't do it all by himself. We need some help in that secondary. So I'm hoping one of them top 3 cornerbacks. Hopefully, personally, I hope it's one of the Alabama guys because you got Terrion Arnold and then you got Kool-Aid McKinstry, but then you also got the kid Quinion Mitchell out of Toledo, who's also on board still too. Either one of those 2 is fine, but just personally, I would like for it to be an Alabama player to go to Baltimore.
What was Trip? What was your genesis in becoming a Ravens fan? I'm just curious.
Ray Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Ray Lewis is my favorite player growing up.
Got you. That defense back then with him and Boware and Rod and all them dudes.
Yep.
Yeah, I get that. Okay.
I've been rocking with them guys ever since I seen Ray Lewis. I said, yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah.
I've been rocking with them.
You know what? I'm gonna say this is what I think we're gonna see a run on tomorrow is linebackers because it's some men out there. Pause. It's some men at the linebacker position out there, man. It's some dudes that can it's probably like 5, 6, 7 linebackers out there that can walk in day one and start and change the whole complexion of a defense. I even seen cause I told Eric off air, it's like, I've been doing a little deep diving in these players this year just because I'm trying to be more involved. Peter Boware Jr. Is it Boware? No, my bad. Not Peter Boware Jr. It was the linebacker from
Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Trotter Jr. Yeah, same era. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, Trotter Jr. That dude, he seemed like a problem.
Eric, you see the belt?
Yeah, I saw the fans out there with the belt.
Yeah, I like that. I seen WWE got the team belts. I ain't gonna front. I wanted to get the Yankees one because the Yankees one look kind of tough.
Wait, what's the WWE doing? They trying to cross promote?
Yeah, they got like the teams with the championship belts, the team logo on the championship belts.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, for everybody, shout out to supporters. The Justin Biggs episode, we got back in the studio. Shout out to Bronx Steel Studios. Shout out to my guy Heck. We had Justin Biggs pull up so we could preview the Haney versus Garcia fight. It's on the YouTube channel now. If you guys haven't already, go check that out. Run the numbers up on that. Big shout out to
I peeped that joint. That was good. That was a good effort from you guys, man.
I gave you
Kudos.
the shout out. I gave you the shout out on that one too, Will.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro.
Oh yeah, word. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you for sure. I'm happy to be 24 this year.
I told you.
I wonder if Pooh knew how young you was.
I knew.
Hey,
I knew Colts was gonna go defense. They
nah,
weren't
Pooh,
allowed to from
I'm
UCLA.
older. I got retirement. I got 401k, Pooh. So you might want to holler at you. Like,
They took Latu.
Yeah, I figured they was gonna go. I told it was either gonna be Dallas Turner or Latu. They needed an edge rusher to go with DeForest Buckner. I'm not mad at it, man.
Okay, I'm not mad.
wait, they took who?
Latu.
Yeah, from UCLA, the defensive end.
So finally, defense at 15.
Yep.
It took 15 picks for us to get to the damn defensive draft pick.
That's crazy.
Pick. All right. So now I wonder where he goes. All right. Well, listen, fellas, it is 9:54. We've been here 2 hours. All right. Listen, for the supporters, we appreciate y'all for rocking with us for these 2 hours. I'm tired, and I still got some more editing I got to do before the night is over. So listen, let's get a final thought going. Will, I'm gonna start with you, man. Final thought.
First off, I appreciate you guys bringing me back in. I missed it. I always support y'all any chance I get, and it was good to get back on with y'all. Chargers pissed me off, but like I can't believe we let like I knew Marvin Jr. he'd probably be gone. But you had Malik sitting right there, and then you let him go to Trip Squad. You let him go right to the Giants. Like that kind of let me down. But also, I'm really interested. I know it's been an NFL show, obviously, but I'm interested in what these Lakers is going to do, if they're going to save face or not, because the Joker and Murray are not out here playing games, man. They serious with it.
With the Lakers down 0-3, I can't come back and do the show on Sunday. I'm going to have to take the week off. If the Lakers go down.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to enjoying this Laker game tonight. Much love to my dudes. And of course, my final thought. Hey, Pooh.
Oh, my goodness. Eric, please.
Listen, man.
I hope she ain't got no man, too, because I don't want to disrespect nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean no disrespect. She probably do, though, because you seen the dimples and all, like
all right.
she definitely. But no, it's all love and respect. It's all love and respect. I just be playing out here.
Nah, as always, shout out to all the supporters, man. We appreciate you guys rocking with us tonight. Another great episode. Shout out to my brothers Will Gordon, Trip Young, and we'll see you guys over the weekend, man. Enjoy the rest of the games, and this playoffs is heating up, man. Enjoy the games.
Yes, sir. Welcome to New York City, Malik neighbors. That is my final thought. Let's go Ravens, man. Get that right pick. Get one of them top 3 corners in the draft. Make the Ravens flock proud of y'all, man, because I'm coming back this season. It's going to be my 3rd year in a row going to a Ravens game. So I'm looking forward.
Nice.
So, guys, make sure you guys are following us on all our social media, Instagram, Twitter at Real Fan Talk, Facebook.com/Real Fans Real Talk. And of course, subscribe to that YouTube channel, YouTube.com/For the Fans Productions. And if you are not in the New York City area on Thursday nights, don't worry, you can still watch us on Horizon 43. All you gotta do is go to the website, realfansrealtalk.com, click that red button on the homepage, and you can watch them anywhere in the world. Also, make sure y'all subscribe to both the Sanchez Show and the Real Fans Real Talk podcast, streaming on all major platforms. With that being said, for myself, Trip Young, my brother Will Gordon, what it do, baby? And of
what
course,
it do, baby? Love you guys, man.
Love you too, bro.
In 2 games. We up out of here. Peace.